Hello students, I am Bindi Desai from Saraswat International Academy and I will be teaching you Standard 8 English Medium Science Chapter 17 Stars and the Solar System Part 5. So in Part 4 we discussed about the solar system, about the 9 planets, the different names of the 9 planets and how they revolve around on their own axis. So today in part 5 we will be discussing the same about the different planets and different features. So let's start up. So here we discussed how the sun is in the center, how all the planets are moving on its own axis. Mercury we can say it is the nearest planet and Neptune we can see that it is the farthest planet. So the sun we will be starting from the sun. Sun is a star, we have already learned. Sun is a star. It is continuously emitting huge amount of heat and light. Yes, emitting matlab it is giving huge heat and light. The sun is the source of almost all the energies. Yes, the energy which we get from the sun, we define it as a solar energy. Is it? We have solar cooker, solar furnace, many things and advantages we get from the solar energy, solar heat, sorry. Sun is the main source of the light for all the planets, not only for our humans but in the solar system also. Sun is the main source of heat and light for all the planets. Now what are planets? Planets look like stars. In part 1 we have discussed that stars that twinkle, they have their own light. Twinkling we all know, right? But what about the planets? Planets do not twinkle, though they look like stars, but they do not twinkle. They do not have their own light. They merely reflect the sunlight that falls on them. Now, can you distinguish between planets and stars? Yes, it is easy. We have learned the simple method of identifying planets from the stars is that stars twinkle while the planets do not twinkle. And what about the planets? They keep changing their position with respect to the stars. Now, a planet has a definite path in which it revolves around the sun. The path is called an orbit. Yes, a planet has a definite path in which it keeps revolving around the sun. See, right? A planet has a definite path. Let's take up Jupiter, right? So Jupiter has a path which it can move easily only in its own path. So what is this known as? This is known as the orbit. So it revolves around the sun. Every planet I am talking about, it has its own orbit. That this path is known as orbit. The time taken by a planet to complete one revolution is called period of revolution. So the time which a planet takes, that period is known as period of revolution. The period of revolution increases as the distance of planet increases from the sun. Yes, how we can know that? Sun, Mercury and Venus are very close to it, so it will take less time, is it? And Saturn and Uranus and Saturn, they are far away from it, so it will take, the distance is more, so the revolution increases at the distance of the planet increases from the sun. So the distance is also more, we can say. It has its own path which is known as orbit. Besides revolving around the sun, a planet also rotates on its own axis like a top. See how a picture is given, how a top is rotating in its own axis. Same way even the planets planets keep on rotating on its own axis and complete one rotation and revolution. Are you all clear? See, the path is known as orbit. We are clear about it. The planet moves definite path, it revolves around the sun, that is orbit. The second is we learned about the period of the revolution. It completes one revolution, that is known as period of revolution, is it? And the more revolution increases, the distance of the planet increases from the sun. Same way, it is what is the rotation of the planet. Sun, we all know that all the planets revolves around the sun is in the center. Now, the time taken by a complete planet to complete one rotation, that is known as period of rotation. So we learned orbit, we learned period of revolution, that is the distance is more, it takes more time to revolution from the sun. And the third is the time taken by a planet to complete one rotation, that period is known as period of rotation. And what is it? It rotates on its own axis like a top. Some planets are known to have moon satellites revolve around them. Our earth is a planet, right, where life exists. Moon, we learned that it has a barren land, it has a dusty land, so life does not exist. And also there is no satellite. Now here there are certain planets which are known to have moons and satellites revolving around them. Any celestial body revolving another celestial body is called satellite. So how can we define a satellite? Any celestial body, like we have planets, we have meteoroids, we have comets, asteroids, any celestial body revolving or moving around another celestial body is called the satellite. Here an activity is given. Planets move in their own orbit. See, here a solar system is shown. Sun is in the center. We can see how the other boys and girls are moving in their own path. See how they are moving in their own path. This boy also. So what is it? It is in own orbit. And we learned about period of rotation and period of revolution. Next is the earth. The earth can be said to be a satellite of the sun. Yes. Though generally we call it a planet of the sun, we use the term satellite for the bodies revolving around the planets. Moon is a satellite of the earth. See, earth is said to be a satellite of what? A sun. Is it? Now, what we have used the term satellite. What is satellite? The bodies which keeps on moving. The body which keeps on moving around the another body, that is known as satellites. Moon is a satellite of the earth. There are many man-made satellites. Yes, we can telecast many things from the space. Is it? How? Through the satellites. Through the satellites we can telecast any of the planet. We can get any of the news. How? Through the satellites. There are many man-made satellites revolving around the earth. These are known as artificial satellites. Now we will be discussing about the Mercury, the first planet which is nearer to the sun. So the planet Mercury is nearest to the sun. Yes, it is the smallest planet of our solar system. Because Mercury is very close to the sun. Sun is a huge ball of fire, we can say. So Mercury is very next to it and it is very close to the sun. And it is difficult to observe. Obviously, yes. Because it is difficult to observe, as most of the time it is hidden in the glare of the sun, in the shining of the sun. However, it can be observed before the sunrise or after the sunset near the horizon. So the Mercury, it can be observed before the sunset, before the sunrise or after the sun set near the horizon. However, it is visible only at the places where trees or buildings do not obstruct the view of horizon. Mercury has no satellite of its own. So clear. First point is Mercury, it is the nearest to the sun. Second is it is the smallest planet of our solar system. It is very close to the sun, so it is difficult to observe. And generally it is seen near the horizons, near before the sunrise or just after the sun set. And it is visible only at the places where there is no obstruction of trees and buildings, and it has no satellite of its own. The second is Venus. Venus is also known as a evening star or a morning star. Venus is Earth's nearest planetary neighbor. After Mercury, Venus is close to the Earth, so it is the brightest planet in the sky. We all know pole star, right? It is also the brightest planet, but it has a definite place and it is in the north direction always. So Venus, it is also the nearest planetary neighbor next to Mercury, and it is the brightest planet in the night sky. Sometimes Venus appears in the eastern sky before sunrise, and it appears in the western sky just before the sun sets. So sunrise, it is seen in eastern sky, while at the time of sunset it is seen in the western sky. Venus has no moon, no satellite of its own, just like Mercury. Mercury is not having moon or satellite. Same way, Venus is also not having satellite of its own. Rotation of Venus on its own axis is somewhat unusual because it revolves or it rotates from east to west, just as the earth rotates from west to east. So the revolving around the axis is very unusual. It is not clear or at regular basis. Next is Earth. See 17.2, how the phases of the Venus is given in the eastern and in the western sky. In the sunrise and sunset, how it changes. The Earth. Next one is the Earth. Earth is the planet where we humans exist, where we humans live, where life can exist, we can say, because we have atmosphere. The Earth is the only planet in the solar system where life is known to exist. Some special environment conditions are responsible for the existence and continuation of life on the Earth. Yes, where we are living, that planet is Earth. This includes the right distance from the sun. Yes, we experience day and night, how the rotation of the earth keeps on moving. Sun is at its own place, but we experience day and night, so that it has a right temperature range, the presence of water and suitable atmosphere, and a blanket of ozone layer, which is generally seen in the early morning. From space, the earth appears blue-green. You know why it is blue? Because majority of our earth is covered with water due to the reflection of the light from the water and land mass of its surface. Our earth is also known as a blue planet because majority of our land is covered with the water and land masses. The axis of the rotation of the earth is not perpendicular to the plane. See, our earth is tilted, right? It is not circle. It is tilted. So when the sunlight falls, we experience day and night. We all know it. So it is not perpendicular. The rotation of the earth is not perpendicular to the plane of its orbit. The tilt is responsible for the change of seasons on the earth. the tilt. So our earth is this way, and this is our sun. This is the experience how it keeps on revolving, is it? It is not circle or round. So we cannot say that our earth is perpendicular. It is not perpendicular to the plane of its own orbit. And you know that what is orbit? The path along which it rotates or revolves. The earth has only one moon. See, Venus and Mercury, they are not having moon, but the earth has one moon. Next is Mars, which is known as Mangal. In Gujarati we say Mangad. So Mars, the next planet, the first outside the orbit of the earth, is Mars. The color of it is slightly reddish, and therefore it is called the red planet. Mars is known as a red planet. Mars has two natural satellites. Yes, Mars is not having moon, but it has two natural satellites. First point is it is first outside orbit of the earth. Second is it appears slightly reddish, so it is known as red planet, and it has two natural satellites. Here a point is given about the earth, how the earth rotates on its tilted axis. See how it is seen tilted. Can you see how the orbital planet, here equatorial plane is given, here north direction, south direction, and in our earth is in between, and how it is rotating or revolving at a tilted axis. See, the plane in which the earth revolves around the sun is called orbital plane of the earth. These two planes are inclined to each other at the angle of 23.5 degree. This means that the axis of the earth is inclined to its orbital plane at the angle of 65 degree. So it is showing that how it is inclined, not perpendicular. Next is Mars. We learned about it. It is known as the reddish. It is reddish, so it is known as reddish planet, and it has two natural satellites. The next is Jupiter, Brihaspati. We call it in Gujarati astrology Brihaspati. Now it is the largest planet. Jupiter is the largest planet. It is so large that about 1300 Earths can be placed inside this giant planet. My God, can you imagine? Our Earth is so big and large. So imagine our Jupiter planet. It is 1300 Earths can be placed inside this giant Jupiter. So if a question is asked that which is the largest planet, the answer will be Jupiter. However, the mass of the Jupiter, mass is weight, is about 318 times of the Earth. It rotates very rapidly on its own axis, so it moves very fast. It rotates very rapidly means it can move very fast. So what are the points we discussed in Jupiter? First is that it is very large. It is about 1300 Earths can be placed inside this giant Jupiter. The third is the mass, that is the weight, is about 318 times of our Earth, and it rotates so fast on its own axis. Jupiter has a large number of satellites. See, Mars, it has two satellites, right? Mars has two natural satellites. Same way, Jupiter has large number of satellites. It also has faint rings around it. Jupiter and its four large satellites, 1, 2, 3 and 4. They are also large. Here it is given. If you can easily recognize, it appears quite bright in the sky. And if you observe it with the help of a telescope, you can see the 4 at its large moon. So we need to observe it through the telescope. It has 4 large satellites, and Jupiter is the largest. Its mass is 318 times than the Earth. The next planet is the Saturn, that we will be discussing in the next part. Thank you.